Switch to Martin. Now Guido.
That's it long range. He's got it! Dispersed in a Loyal jersey. 1-0 San Diego. Stadium in San Diego. It has been a sellout the last few days. Loyal SC ready to kick off this season. Drew actually got a hand on it, and this one will go high and up and in! One more time! Torero Stadium in San Diego. Professional soccer has finally arrived.
All right, welcome inside Torero Stadium, where we are under the lights for the first time in a long time. It's Matchday Live, moments away from kickoff between San Diego Loyal and Sacramento. I'm Jordan Carruth, alongside the birthday boy. Happy 33rd birthday, Darren Smith! Yay!
33, all over again.
Cheers to you. Happy birthday.
Cheers to you.
It's really his
Absolutely.
birthday.
Well,
He's
it
not
actually
really
is.
33.
And the last time we were here under the lights, Jordan, it was your birthday. That's
Yes.
how far back we went. August 21st, last time we played here at Torero Stadium under the lights. This will be the final Saturday regular season match of the 2021 season. Match day 28 coming up in a little bit, less than a half an hour. Somewhere in that race with Jack Cronin, Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan. We've got 5 left, 3 of them here at Torero Stadium, but a night game. And what a crowd we're expecting here tonight in Linda Vista.
Yes, a jam-packed Torero Stadium for what will be a very impactful match. We know Sacramento is a team that comes in, they are desperate, they need a win, they're not far away from a playoff position. In fact, they get a result tonight and they could find themselves in a playoff spot. So there's a lot on the line for Sacramento, so you know they're going to bring it. And I have a feeling the fans inside Torero are going to bring it. That's been a big story this week, how many people will be showing up to watch this one in San Diego. What just happened? What flew by?
Not quite sure what that was. I wanted no part of it whatsoever. It was
Okay.
amazing to me that whatever that critter was that just flew between us survived these frigid temperatures here at Torero Stadium,
Yes.
Jordan. It is, you can probably see our breath. It is like an ice box out here, the frozen tundra of Torero Stadium coming up here just past 7:30.
Yes.
Probably not that cold.
It's cold. It is cold. It is so cold I went and just bought a new jacket. You can find this at the shop in Mission Valley. I found it right up there here at a game. It's fantastic. So that's good. That counts as the read, right?
Yeah,
Go to the
that
shop.
does. Yeah.
And then I have a shirt underneath here that you could also find at the shop. Maybe I'll show that to you post-game. I'm excited for this one. It feels like a lot of San Diegans are excited for this one as well, just based on the turnout so far. And it's expected to be one of those matches. Sacramento, when they come in, it's not always the most attractive style of football.
No, and Jordan, you said it earlier, you know Sacramento's going to be desperate. You would usually think Sacramento's going to come in and probably try to muck it up, try to slow everything down, tons of fouls. They don't really have that luxury. When you look at where we are in the Pacific Division, Loyal at this point really, it's not so much about Loyal Sacramento Republic fighting over the same plot of land. Loyal feels pretty safely like it's going to be in the postseason. The job is not done yet, but when you look at Sacramento, Sacramento's sitting in 6th with 32 points. But to Jordan's point from a little bit earlier, pick up 3 here tonight at Torero Stadium. All of a sudden they're level on points with a couple of other results with LA Galaxy too. So all of that being said, you know, Loyal feels like, hey, it's in a pretty solid position. I don't want to get into all the odds because we've been over this material before, but everybody who's behind now is chasing. Everybody is tracking and chasing, and that includes Sacramento, a club that's never missed the postseason, has never, ever, ever missed the postseason in its club's history. So from that standpoint, you know, they don't just think they're going to go, they expect to go to the postseason. Picking up a result here tonight would really go a long ways into making sure that they can go yet again.
All right, let's look at those standings right now. Here's what it looks like in the Pacific. Phoenix, they've already clinched the division, so we know they'll finish on top no matter what. San Diego in the 2nd spot, which is an important spot to be in because that means you get to host a playoff game once that happens. The playoff's going to be coming rather quickly in November. We'll play the rest of October. Currently, San Diego will be hosting a playoff game. They hope to continue to stay in that spot. Beyond that, Orange County is 3rd. LA is 4th after their result last night. They beat Las Vegas 1-0 with an early goal in the 8th minute. so they got 3 points. Oakland is out of a playoff spot now. They're into the 5 spot. And then beneath Oakland, we see Sacramento, who is here tonight in San Diego. 7 and 8, you have Tacoma, and you have Las Vegas. So that's how it's shaping up. San Diego, with only a handful of matches to go, have to love the position they're in going into the final stretch.
Yeah, I mean, so much is on the line. We just mentioned it with Sacramento and what it means for them here tonight at Torero Stadium.
Yeah.
Loyal's playing from a position of strength, but obviously securing that 2 seed, making sure that they can clinch a playoff spot, those are the top priorities. But when you talk about clubs like Sacramento, Jordan, to your point, Tacoma, Orange County playing later on tonight, and you feel like Phoenix has clinched a playoff spot, Loyal's in a good space. Orange County, maybe still needs to do a little bit of work there, but Tacoma and Oakland and Orange County, like Sacramento, all of these clubs, LA Galaxy too, like it just, I feel like each match day that we've done for the previous, 4 or 5 of them, we've talked about a different club being in 4th and a different club being in 5th each time. So it just shows you how quickly everything is revolving here in the Pacific Division. 1 week to the next, it's like, okay, this week it's Oakland. Oh wait, no, it's Tacoma. Oh, okay, well now this week it could be Sacramento. So like, it's nonstop changing. Everybody is just climbing over each other here in the Pacific Division to secure that final playoff spot.
Sacramento is a team that San Diego not only will see tonight, this is a team that we're going to see at the end of the season, the end of the month actually, up in Sacramento. Darren and I will be up in Northern California for that match. It's going to be an impactful one, but this is a team you'll see twice. It's not easy for Sacramento. They need a result tonight. They need to go ahead and climb to get into a playoff spot, but they play San Diego twice. They have Phoenix on their schedule as well. They also have LA and then Tacoma. So if you're looking at their final 5, 4 of the 5 that they play down the stretch are against teams currently in a playoff spot. Their schedule is not easy. The fact that they have to play San Diego twice, plus Phoenix, it's not easy for Sacramento. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull it off towards the end, but I don't expect it to happen.
It's a club that has some interesting pieces, no doubt. If you look back over their last 5, a couple of wins, 3 losses. They have 8 wins, 8 draws, 11 losses so far in the season. They're coming off a midweek loss to Oakland, 2-1 at Laney College Stadium midweek. But like you said, this is desperation time for a club that knows everything about getting into the postseason. That is their standard. You're right, though. Maybe they're running a little bit out of gas. This is one tonight where you can sort of see Sacramento Republic saying, okay, like we need to circle the wagons and try to figure this out here at Torero Stadium. Not only good for us, good for our morale, but also pretty important in the standings when you look at where they are.
Yeah, if Sacramento finds themselves in the playoffs at the end of the season, it will be because results against San Diego, results against Phoenix, they would really have to earn that playoff spot. So if they do find themselves in, congratulations, that's a huge accomplishment, but it will not be easy for them.
Right, and the other thing is, it feels like whenever we've seen, even in a limited sample size, when we have seen these two, weird things happen. You go back to July 3rd, there was an afternoon match on ESPN, 93rd, 94th minute, equalizer from Sacramento Republic. They took a center back and they pushed him all the way front. He had a header like in the 93rd, 94th minute. Yeah. And you remember last time, the second time they played here in 2021, it was that crazy match, Jordan, where we weren't even sure they were going to play because of all those terrible forest fires up there on August 28th. So, weird things. It just feels like it's been a weird cocktail when these two get together. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, on a Saturday night with a capacity crowd, tons of energy in the building, I would say I feel like something weird might be coming our way a little later on.
Yeah, expect the unexpected tonight. Let's get to what's on tap. It's brought to you by Stone Brewing. A couple scores, a couple things to watch for tonight. Tacoma taking on Orange County. That one is at Tacoma, 7 p.m. They have already kicked off. They kicked off 11 minutes ago. Phoenix and Oakland, they kicked off in Phoenix 11 minutes ago. And then this is your other matchup in the Pacific. They're impactful ones. Las Vegas, Los Angeles, I mentioned 1-0 last night. So that's what's going on. You have the 3 against the 7. You have the 1 against the 5. Oakland really needs that one, but it won't be easy in Chandler. And then tonight here in San Diego, you get the 2 against the 6.
Do you have, LA Galaxy 2, Oakland, Sacramento? Like, how do you handicap this? Really, like, 1 week to the next, especially with some midweeks popping up here and there. I'm with you. Feels like it's a total toss-up at this point.
It is. Let's take our first time out. When we come back, we will hear from a very special guest. Darren had the opportunity to chat down with Joshua Yarrow, so we'll have the opportunity to hear that for the first time. and plenty of other things to get to. The starting 11 has been announced. You'll be able to find that on San Diego Loyal's app, but we'll also talk about it when we come back. It's Matchday Live from Torero Stadium, Sacramento and San Diego, kicking off at 7:30. We're back after this.
At Chosen Foods, we are inspired by the vibrant culinary lifestyle of the Baja Med and, of course, by avocados. From our flagship avocado oil to our family of dressings, mayos, simmer sauces, and guacamoles, the versatility of all Chosen Foods avocado-based products offer you the freedom to be both healthy and creative in the kitchen. Join us in the sun-drenched utopia of Chosen Foods, the avocado. Celebrate it.
Your summer starts here. With big savings on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer the best time of the year. But don't miss out on all the fun. See your Toyota dealer and catch a great deal today.
Right now, drive home a stylish new Corolla with a low $199 a month lease. Or you can save big with $1,500 factory cash back.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
During this pandemic, many families are worried about visiting healthcare facilities. I'm Dr. Gail Knight, Rady Children's Senior Vice President and Chief Medical Officer. I'd like to share with you the advice that I give my own family and friends. The best thing that you can do to keep your child healthy is to continue to keep routine appointments like vaccinations and regular checkups. This keeps you, your child, and our community as protected as possible. We are always open, we are here for you, and we are safe.
It's time to get moving with the financial partner that's here for your journey. From small steps to big milestones, USE Credit Union is here for you. With tools to help you bank fast, solutions to help you go far, and a team of dream makers that's ready to help you step forward with confidence. USE Credit Union.
Welcome back, Matchday Live. Darren Smith here from the shop in Mission Valley. Let's say hello to Josh Yarrow, who's good enough for a few minutes here in the shop in Mission Valley. Nice to speak with you. Thanks for stopping by.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Well, how's everything going? How are you enjoying life? It's been a couple of months now. You came on board right before the start of the season. Before we talk anything about football, let's talk a little bit about life in San Diego. How are you enjoying it?
And it's been great. I mean, people that know San Diego know you can't go wrong with it. The weather is fantastic. I think it's really good people here, and I've enjoyed my time so far with the team, just the surroundings, knowing my environment, and so far it's been an amazing experience.
I've interviewed a lot of athletes. I've been doing broadcasting in some form or another for about 20 years. You might be the first athlete I've ever interviewed who had a double major in college, anthropology and government studies, at Georgetown University.
Yeah.
What are you doing playing soccer?
I mean, that was always the plan, because I went into college knowing I was going to be there for just a few years. I was going to go on to play professionally, and whenever I was done, I'd use my degrees. But I went in knowing that I wanted to major in government with a concentration in international relations. But then I picked up my anthropology major on the way.
Double major.
Yeah, that wasn't planned going into college, but I'm glad it happened.
Yes, I would say. Now, what happens post-playing? Not that we're not enjoying and living right in the moment, but what's the plan for that?
My plan when I'm done playing is to go back to grad school, and I want to get my master's in conflict resolution. And what I want to do with that is go into diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
Yeah.
Back in Ghana?
Yes. Ideally, I don't want to be an ambassador, but if that doesn't happen, any sort of job in the UN, and a lot of it, because I had actually a professor that worked for the U.S. State Department, and that's what he did. He was a mediator, and he told me about it, told the class about it, I talked to him about it, and it was amazing, because when the Arab Spring was going on, he was in charge of talking to all these governments, of kind of making sure that there was smooth transition of power, and when there are conflicts between two states, he sits in the middle and get them to come to some sort of agreement. So I think it's a wonderful job, and it's something that if I ever get a chance to do, I'd really earn it.
That's amazing. Yeah. Again, like I said, I've interviewed a lot of athletes in a lot of different sports, and not many have that sort of plan for them and that sort of history for them as well. Grow up in Ghana. Tell us a little bit about football culture growing up.
It's really different from how it is here, because I think, you know, when I first got into this country, parents would go to games with their kids, and it was different for me growing up, because everything you did was with the team. If you had to travel for an away game, you went on a team bus, but here kids, you know, drove with parents and stuff like that. There's a lot of talent. You know, growing up in a country like Ghana, you have only one sport, soccer, that's it. So everyone that plays a sport plays soccer, and so because of that, there's a high concentration of talent. But then again, it's not like here where kids have easy access to opportunities. Like here, you know, you have clubs, you have academies, you have a lot of ways to kind of get seen and kind of develop yourself. And back home, it's much more limited. But people are still really passionate about it, and people push themselves to be the best they can. And so, but I was fortunate that I grew up in a neighborhood where I had a club team, and then at the age of about 12, I was scouted by an academy, and I spent 4 years there, which led me to actually eventually end up in the U.S.
It's a Carpinteria up by Santa Barbara, right?
Yeah, Carpinteria.
Yep.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Now, I'm guessing also the national team, the Ghanaian national team, important to you?
It is. I mean, that hasn't happened yet, but that's obviously, as a player, actually one of my friends, a lot of my friends have ended up playing for the national team, and it's been great. But then again, I follow them closely. It's unfortunate because the Ghanaian coach that just got fired used to be one of my academy coaches, so I'm kind of sad to see him go that way. But
well, take us back. How old are you in 2010?
In 2010, I was 15.
Okay, because you know there's history, World Cup history, Ghana, United States.
That was kind of conflicting.
Your manager might have.
Yeah.
Have you had this discussion?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of something.
Does the manager know that you were rooting against him in 2010?
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
good. You know, my allegiance will always lie with Ghana. But I think, again, that's something that we try not to talk about. We both know, and we kind of look the other way. But
one goal right now. That's SD loyal.
Absolutely.
You come in right before the start of the season. Obviously, that first match, we didn't even know what to expect.
Yeah.
We say it all the time here on Matchday Live. You have really been an unsung hero of the club, one of the most consistent performers, match in, match out. What is it? Tell us about fitting in with this group, fitting in with this coaching staff and this group of players.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it makes, if you go to a new team, it's always going to be hard. It doesn't matter how good of a player you are, but I was fortunate that I had a group around me that were nice enough, took me in, because I came in 2 weeks before the season started. You know, everyone embraced me, and outside of playing, when you have a group that you get along with, it makes life a lot easier. And I think, again, credit to also the coaching staff, because if you assemble a good team, and you know you get handed a good team, you're gonna eventually do well as a player. And I think I got a little bit lucky with that as well, because everyone on the team it's a good player, a good person, and when you have that chemistry together, where it's not just good players, but good people as well, because I think sometimes teams struggle to strike that balance. You can have really good players, but not so good people, and that's going to affect you as a team. And I think we're fortunate with the team we have right now, kind of having the balance between both. And so that really helped. And then the system that the team plays here favors me a lot. It favors my style of play, which again, that's why they brought me in. And so I've been fortunate to have landed here, and it's been great because I've had a lot of help. Because at the end of the day, you're only as strong as your weakest link, they say, and this team has been there for me from day one and has allowed me to kind of be myself. How much did you know about fit? You just mentioned that this club, the way it's coached, the way it plays, it fits what you do really well, hand in glove. How much of that did you know, and how much of that was part of the decision making to come here? Yeah, I think, because of the pandemic, because obviously this team is new, and because of the pandemic last year, it was really hard to kind of see every team play. And so I had never seen the lawyer play. But I got on the phone with London, and he spoke to me how the team played, what their goals were, and you can kind of get a sense of what kind of team is going to be. And so he told me exactly how it was, what the expectations were, and how things were going to be, and that aligned with my personality and who I am as a player. And so for me, and then having someone that's had that much experience as he does, as a coach, it's phenomenal. And so the decision in the end, if it's a good coach, it's a good environment, good city, the style of play fits me. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, Austin Guerrero is a pretty vocal goalkeeper. What's it like playing right in front of Austin Guerrero?
I love it. I love it. I mean, I always joke and say, man, you're the best hype man out there. Because when he's behind you, you don't. He's always in your ear. Some people find it annoying, but I love it because what it does to you is it always keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you alert. And he tells you exactly what's going on behind you and around you and you need that because sometimes you miss things. And when someone's vocal like that, like he is, it just gives you a little bit of energy sometimes. And I think that's helped a lot, having him behind me. Obviously, we've been, again, fortunate to have really 3 good goalies. Now 4 with Dylan, although Trey's injured. But we've had any goalie you put in goal, it's going to give you something. It's going to perform to a high level. And so we're fortunate in that regards. But having a guy like him in the net, it's been amazing.
Yeah, because we can hear it behind him. I can only imagine what it sounds like in front of him.
Personally, I love it because he's always on us and making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do.
It's been a couple of months. Give us your favorite food spots. What have you enjoyed about our food culture here in San Diego?
Wow, that's a tough one because I try to stick to places downtown. There's a place, I don't know the address, but Sablai Thai. It's the name. I go there quite a bit.
Thai food?
It's Thai food, yeah. I used to go to Royal India quite a bit because that's right on Market, not too far from my apartment. But there's been a ton of spots that I've enjoyed. My girlfriend, she doesn't like eating in like big chains, and so we always try to go to like small, locally owned restaurants.
Good, local.
I've been around quite a bit. Which is unfortunate because most of the time she picks the restaurant and I go.
So she's telling you where to go.
Yeah, and I mean, she has much better judgment in food than I do. So when it comes to that, I don't.
Yes, by the way, it may or may not be a coincidence that she's right off camera, but I'll trust your word on that one. You seem like a pretty straight shooter to me.
Yeah, no, that's.
How about goals for you? I mean, personal goals for you, especially now here heading down the stretch and looking like in a pretty good position for a postseason playoff spot.
Yeah, no, it's obviously, as a team, I think we do have the belief that not only can we make the playoffs, and not only can we win our conference, but we can win the USL Championship, and that's what we're shooting for as a team. And I think we have every bit of skill, work ethic, whatever you want to call it, to do it. And so as a team, our goal right now, obviously, take it game by game. We have 6 games left. And 10 games if we go all the way and win the USL Championship. And so we take it day by day, game by game, but our long-term goal, it's going for the USL Cup. That's nothing less.
That's why you play. He's Josh Yarrow. We send it back to Torero Stadium. Nice chatting with you.
All right, nice talking to you too, and thanks for having me.
Really good stuff there from Joshua Yarrow, who finds himself on the Team of the Week in USL. A very impressive performance and a very impressive individual. Really well done, Darren Smith, chatting it up with Joshua Yarrow a little bit earlier. So there he is, part of the Team of the Week. And, well, let's get to the starting 11, Darren. Do we find him in the starting 11 today?
Are you kidding me? That's like the safest bet that you
11.
have. You should go to the Yuta app, and that one you couldn't even find odds on it. Of course, Yarrow's in there. We're going to see the same exact backline that we saw last Saturday night, which was interesting because we saw that versatility once the substitution started, where Elijah Martin ended up going from right to left, and Ibarra ends up back at right back. We will see the starting 11 debut for Blake Bodley. Blake Bodley in the starting 11 tonight. Left-footed, excellent crosser, hard-working. Landon Donovan saying earlier this week he has earned the trust of his teammates. He's earned the trust of the coaching staff. He's in the starting 11 tonight.
Yes, he is. We saw him play against Los Angeles a week ago, but he came off the bench. He gets the start here tonight. The back line, very good once again. Montgomery, Stoney, Yarrow, Elijah Martin. Colin Martin, Alejandro Guido in the mid with Ibarra, Toomey, Bodley, and Corey Herzog. No Augie Williams tonight, Darren.
No Augie. Augie is in a different hemisphere. Augie, congratulations to him. He got called up by his national team, Sierra Leone. So he is in Morocco and he is playing. So somebody's going to have to figure out a way to put the ball in the net. No Augie Williams tonight. You might be wondering too about Charlie Adams. Had a little bout of food poisoning during the week. So not in the starting 11 where he normally is, but available to come in as a substitute. Hopefully in a situation, Jordan, where they are killing off the match late after building a lead against Sacramento.
There is your starting 11 for tonight. We're getting very close to kickoff between San Diego and Sacramento. We'll take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll get to the pick to kick, the standings, the selections, and then it is kickoff time on Your View. Darren Smith, the birthday boy. I'm Jordan Caruth. We're back after this.
It starts off with a little seed, and with a little love from nature, it sprouts to life. And when delicious fresh fruits and veggies are perfect, they are rushed to the home of fresh. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Want a perfect pair of sunglasses for your every occasion? Hit up the Knockaround Custom Shop. With over 1 million possible combinations, why not get a pair for every you? 8 a.m. I need a coffee you. Clocking a few miles you. Game day you. Happy camper you. Fun in the sun you. On the slopes you. Dog days you. Happy hour you. Si se puede you. The Knockaround Custom Shop. You design them, we build them.
I'm not even sure what's happening here, and I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. We're gonna be together forevs, and I'm gonna keep you looking good, boo. That's why I got you unlimited washes. That's right, we're gonna binge wash, babe. Commit to your car. What are you waiting for?
All right, welcome back to Torero Stadium. Minutes away from kickoff, it's going to be Loyal hosting Sacramento Republic 2022 SD Loyal deposits. Ticket deposits, they're available now. Make your $50 deposit today. 2 complimentary tickets for any remaining 2021 regular season home match. You'll be one of the first to select your choice of seats for 2022. $50 deposit, fully refundable, goes towards your purchase. Go to sdloyal.com/tickets for more information.
All right, it is time now as we're about to kick off. Let's get to the pick to kick before we get to the national anthem here. We'll give you the standings, we'll give you the selections. Here are the standings for the pick to kick. Well, you'll see the selections first. Darren is in first place. He has 30 points, going with Alejandro Guido tonight, Darren.
Hey, we're expecting a capacity crowd here. That means a lot of San Diegans are going to be in the building. How could you not go with a hometown guy? Alejandro Guido is my pick to kick tonight.
My prediction, Corey Herzog scores a goal tonight and celebrates with Matchday live right here. That's my expectation, my prediction. I think it happens. I'm going with Herzog. I'm not the only one. Shannon Mack also going with Corey Herzog. Shannon with 21 points. I have 23. I am tied with Chavos for second. Chavos going with Toomey time. The locals going with Toomey as well. And Jack Cronin is also going with Toomey Moshobani.
Jack got to mix it up a little bit here. Jack, we only have 4 to go after tonight, so Jack can't keep going. He's got to pick somebody maybe off the beaten path and hope that person puts home a hat trick.
Jack Cronin is the Las Vegas Lights of the pick to kick.
He's been eliminated?
He's been eliminated at this point. Who knows? I mean, I guess Toomey can help him out tonight. All right, we're getting very close to the national anthem. The players are coming on. Jack Cronin, Shannon Mack, we just referenced them up there in the booth getting ready to broadcast the game on Your View. And of course, you can find it on ESPN+. It's a big one tonight. I'm excited for this one, and a lot of people have showed up for it.
I agree, and we know that here for the next couple of weeks, Jordan, this is the only show in town. We know baseball season's over. This is what we got until the start of the college basketball season, so a lot of people showed up who I'm sure have been here before. Hopefully a lot of people as Landon Donovan is walking by, as you can see right behind us here. A lot of people may be taking it in for the first time, so hopefully we'll see a good show here coming up tonight on Your View and ESPN+.
Very nice. All right, we will sign off, sign it over to ESPN Plus and Your View. Enjoy the match. Darren and I will be back here for the post-match, popping champagne and celebrating, hopefully 3 points. Enjoy the match.